Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast. I'm Jake. It's always great to be here with you all, sharing meaningful conversations and learning together. Every episode, we dive deep into topics that truly matter, and today is no different.
And I'm Lena. We're so happy to have you here with us today. Whether you're listening at home, on your way to work, or just relaxing, we're thrilled that you chose to spend this time with us. This podcast is all about making English learning enjoyable, engaging, and effective.
If you're listening to this, it means you're serious about improving your English. And let me tell you, just by being here, you're already taking a big step forward. Listening to natural conversations like this helps you get familiar with the flow of English, understand real-life expressions, and build confidence in your speaking ability.
That's right. Stick with us until the end, and we promise you'll improve your listening skills, expand your vocabulary, and feel more confident in English. It's all about consistent exposure. Just like learning anything new, the more you immerse yourself in it, the better you get. And trust us, today's episode is packed with valuable insights that you won't want to miss.
So let's not waste any time. Let's get started.
So, Jake, today's topic is something we all think about at some point in life: setting goals and working towards them. It's such an important topic because, without goals, we can feel lost or unmotivated. Goals give us a sense of direction, helping us channel our energy towards something meaningful rather than just drifting aimlessly.
Oh, absolutely. Having goals gives life direction. It's like having a map. Without it, you're just wandering around with no idea where you're going. But when you have a goal, you have something to focus on, something that drives you forward. It acts as a guiding light, keeping you motivated even when things get tough.
Exactly. But I think a lot of people struggle with setting the right goals. Some people set goals that are too ambitious, and then they get discouraged when they can't reach them. Others set goals that are too vague, and they never really know how to measure their progress. Finding the right balance between challenge and achievability is key to staying committed.
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of that. A few years ago, I decided I wanted to learn to play the guitar. I told myself I'll practice for 3 hours every single day. But guess what? I lasted 1 week. It was way too much, and I got overwhelmed. Instead of progressing, I ended up feeling frustrated and eventually gave up altogether.
I can totally relate. I once set a goal to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to exercise. It worked for 2 days, and then I went right back to my usual routine because I was just too tired. I had good intentions, but I didn't set myself up for long-term success. It made me realize that discipline is important, but sustainability matters even more.
I think we've all been there. The key is setting realistic goals and being consistent. Small daily actions make a huge difference over time. Instead of saying, I'll practice the guitar for 3 hours a day, I should have started with just 15 minutes. That would have been much more manageable and enjoyable rather than feeling like a burden.
That's such a good point. It's like learning English, right? You don't become fluent overnight. But if you listen to English every day, even just 10 minutes, you'll see progress. It's all about building a habit. The small steps you take today compound over time, making you better and more confident in the long run.
Exactly. It's all about progress, not perfection. Also, it helps to have a clear reason why you want to achieve something. When you have a strong purpose, you're more likely to stay motivated. If your goal lacks emotional significance, it's much easier to abandon it when things get tough.
That's true. For example, if someone wants to learn English to travel, they can imagine themselves confidently ordering food in a restaurant in another country. That motivation will push them to keep learning. Visualization plays a huge role in success. If you can see yourself achieving it, you're already one step closer to making it a reality.
Yes, and another thing, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just a part of the process. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work, and you can adjust your approach. Every mistake teaches you something valuable, making you wiser and more resilient for the next attempt.
100%. The only real failure is giving up. Every mistake is a lesson. And sometimes, when we fail, we discover new ways to approach our goals. Have you ever had a moment where you failed at something but then learned a really valuable lesson?
Oh, for sure. I once tried to start a daily journaling habit. I told myself I'd write a full page every night before bed. At first I did well, but after a week I skipped a day. Then I skipped another day, and soon I completely stopped. But later, I realized that I didn't need to write a full page. I just needed to write something, even if it was just a few sentences. That small adjustment made all the difference.
That's such a good example. It shows that sometimes we need to adjust our approach instead of giving up completely. Flexibility is crucial. If one method isn't working, it doesn't mean you should quit. It just means you need a new strategy.
Exactly. And I think another important part of achieving goals is surrounding yourself with supportive people. When you have friends or family members who encourage you, it's much easier to stay motivated. A strong support system can make a huge difference in helping you push through challenges. So here's a question for you. What is one goal you're working on right now? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Engaging with the community makes this journey even more meaningful, and your story might inspire someone else.
Also, don't forget to check out the description below. We have a playlist with more episodes to help you practice your English.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support really helps us create more great content for you. It allows us to keep improving and bringing you valuable discussions that make a difference.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goal, and we're cheering you on all the way.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.